Hey, it's Nina.
And Ashley back with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Gettin Podcast. Just so you know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast. There's no G at the end of Gettin. Please subscribe, rate, and review. We're also on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Please follow us on there and comment on there. And then we're on YouTube. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast with no G at the end of Gettin to watch us Breakfast Club style. Please subscribe and comment on there for us.
And then on YouTube, also do the post notifications, like the little bell, because we don't always release the video on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
The video comes when it comes.
Almost never do, my nigga.
Like, because if y'all knew what goes into this, you would understand.
Yeah. And we're busy.
Yeah. So hit that fucking bell. All right. And you can also find us on our Instagram at YAGI_podcast, or you can hit us up on our website, which is www.weareyagip.com. And then if you would like to talk to us and you are not an inmate, you can email us at Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com or text us on our Google Voice number, which is 323-486-3811. Back to the bullshit. You know that inmate's still hitting us up, right?
Yes, and there's been so many.
It's they're starting to send text messages now.
Oh my God.
And it's just, it basically says, I looked at it on Google Voice and it says like, this is an inmate. Like, it says something like I'm in jail or some shit.
What?
Let me find it. What's that shit called? Google Voice.
Bitch, what?
Yeah. It's hilarious.
While you look that up, you know Apollo from Real Housewives? He got out of jail and went back fast.
I don't know who that nigga is. Is that
he was with Phaedra. They was doing a whole bunch of crime.
Oh, and she tried to lie about when she got pregnant and shit with him, right?
But come to find out, Phaedra was involved in a lot of crime. She was just the smartest in the group, so she set it up to where she wouldn't go to jail for everything.
Oh, God.
She was involved in all that shit. But her man got out. He had a whole nother woman as soon as he went back in, too. And then he got out and went back in within a week.
It says, hi, I'm an inmate at the Sierra. What the fuck?
Hi, an inmate? No.
I'm like, what?
We're not talking to you. Stop messaging us.
I should just be like, what you want?
Is that the only one?
That's the one that actually said something. And then all these other ones just are the same message. But I remember I had checked it because I was like, oh, let me see what's in here. And that was like one where I was like,
when was that? How long ago?
Oh, this is somebody's voice, though.
Ew. Oh, he said was high, and then that's.
You weird, bro.
Stop, guy.
You creeping me out. I don't like it.
What else has happened in pop culture news?
That's creepy.
Nothing important. You know Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba. Is it Cuba?
It's Cuba. You said
Cuba. I be thinking his name is Cuba. I've been calling him Cuba since I was a child. And everyone be like, it's Cuba.
I mean, they probably just thought you was country.
Cuba Gooding Jr. has been arrested for allegedly groping women in New York City bar.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So I watched the video with Rashad because.
Oh, there's a video of it?
Yeah, there's a video. TMZ posted the video. And so it's like him and his girlfriend in the club. And like he and his girlfriend are just sitting next to each other, right? Mm-hmm. And then the lady comes and sits down next to them.
Mm-hmm. And next to her or him?
To her.
Okay.
And so she's the girlfriend's between Cuba and the woman. Mm-hmm. And so then Cuba starts talking to her and like they're both talking to her and then like you see him put his hand on her thigh and then like it looks like his hand goes up to like her titties. And his girlfriend is sitting in between them the whole time. And then after her hand like goes up to her titties, she's like this to him. She like leans in and she's like,
she touches Cuba like that.
Yes. Let me try and find the video for you because like when
cradles his face. So then how is she gonna get mad when she's out here flirting back and touching faces, my nigga?
And that's when people gonna be like, you can't victim blame. Yes, the fuck I can sometimes.
Yeah,
shit. When you ain't telling this nigga no.
It's like you guys act like we don't know how niggas are.
But Rashad said this isn't his like first time of like getting allegations against him for like sexual harassment. Like apparently another time,
freaky nigga,
right? And he was drunk. They say he was like super drunk because like when he got up to walk away, he was like stumbling and shit.
Niggas be dumb as shit when they're drunk. Like men, as in niggas, like men be dumb as fuck when they're drunk.
That's funny because like I don't think white people get or like non-black people get that like nigga is a universal term.
Right.
Tone. Like
it's a lot of shit.
You could be a nigga. I could be a nigga. Bradley, your dog could be a nigga.
Right.
Anybody could be a nigga.
A nigga could be just a man. A nigga could be a black man. A nigga could be
a white man. There's white niggas, Asian niggas. Every nigga.
Oh shit!
Damn, this video crispy as fuck.
Damn, I didn't see that shit rotates, nigga. That shit's popping.
I get sick.
Accuser, Cuba. I know, right? I get sick. You know, you feel like,
this is the after video. This is like when they're asking him to leave.
They
where
asked him
is
to
the
leave?
video? Yeah, security came up to him and like told him to leave after the fact, because like the woman goes to security and then comes back to security with him. He already went to jail. Where's this motherfucking video? Because I watched it. Oh, they're gonna do a recap. Okay, here it is. So look, let me go up to her walking up, because she is Cuba. Real fucking incriminating. That's him. That's his girlfriend. That's her. Right? So look, he touches her thigh.
Oh, yeah. He totally touches her inner thigh.
Just grasping it. But she never
brushed this nigga off. She never was
like, yo, get your hands off me. And then that's the titty. Right?
Oh, shit.
That's the titty. And then look. And then look, like, it's weird because this white guy comes up and they all like start talking, it looks like.
What the fuck?
Isn't that shit mad weird?
What if she was grabbing him like, my nigga, don't do that? Oh, no, he started dancing.
Yes. That's why I said it's mad weird, because it seems like he's cool with it.
Oh, yeah. He's taking his...
Look, he's flicking his dick.
Oh,
and Cuba touches his dick.
Wow. This nigga fucks women and men.
Yes.
He looked like a freaky nigga.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the fuck happened. She just was trying to come up on some money.
Exactly. But then, like, she comes back with security later and is mad. And I'm like, bitch, were you mad because your nigga got mad at you later? Or, like, what? Because, like, this video is not adding up for me.
I'm like, how are you going to security later when that whole time you were sitting there when this nigga was flicking his dick and dancing around and talking to Cuba, you never got up and got security? Why the fuck you sitting there?
Mm-hmm. And, like, part of me thinks about how, like, you know, like, when you're a woman and you're in an uncomfortable situation. But it's just, like, if I really don't want a nigga touching me, he is not going to fucking touch me.
But that is true, because we are strong black women. We're strong women, even if we're not black. And I knew some bitches who told me stories, and I was like, nigga, you sat there and let that shit happen? I told you about the friend, like, an old friend who, like, a drunk nigga came into her apartment, and, like, and she, like, he kind of just walked in. Like, she opened the door and he just, like, came in. And then I'd be like, get the fuck out or we're about to fight. And, like, he was like, he would not leave. She was like, can you go? And he was like, no. And she was like, can you go? And he was like, no. And she was like, well, you just need to, like, he, like, laid down on her bed. And she was like, you need to sleep on the floor.
I would have left.
She let him sleep on the floor.
Nah, I would have left. And the cops would have been called. And I would have gotten dragged out.
I would have walked out, because I'm not about to be in there with a nigga, with a drunk nigga.
Yeah.
When no one else there. I would have walked out too, or I would have cussed him out, depending on how I was feeling, my energy in that moment. And then she lets him sleep on the floor. She goes to sleep and wakes up to him sniffing her panties and jacking off. That's what happens to bitches who don't speak up. Not saying he ain't in the wrong, but
that nigga was definitely wrong. But girl,
how you let it go that far? Women don't speak up. Like, there's a lot of women who don't.
How the fuck she fall asleep?
Being a dumb broad. Like, the dumb broad in this video, she let him touch her and was posted, chilling. Then she was like, you know, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Bitch, get your stupid ass up.
About that time where my nephew's cousin used to live with us, right? Mm-hmm. He would just, like, come stay with us for long periods of time, because per usual, black families be having, like, fucked up lineages. Like, the parents don't be shit. And his mom was, like, in jail and shit, right?
Oh, okay.
And my nephews lived with me, and, like, their mom wasn't shit. So, not me, like,
that's
me,
like Miss
but
Pat.
like my parents. Yes, exactly. We had some crack babies. Y'all gotta listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with Miss Pat. The episode is called Miss Pat, right?
It is called Miss Pat.
Yeah, that episode
shit is hilarious.
Funny as fuck. It's like 2 hours, but hilarious the whole.
Like, if you're at your desk, you're going to struggle not making a sound.
I'll be driving to work laughing
hard.
Like, yes, keep me awake.
I've never laughed that hard ever at a podcast.
Right,
ever.
and I thought, I was like, I'm probably not gonna like it, and then I listened. I was like, oh shit,
this bitch funny.
So anyway, we would sleep in the same room. So me and my sister would sleep on the bed, and he would sleep on the floor. Mm-hmm. And he was like a chronic bedwetter. Like, it was just because he was traumatized, right?
Right.
So I remember one night we had all gone to sleep, and then in the middle of the night I wake up and this nigga is rubbing my ass. In my sleep, he is rubbing my ass. And mind you, we're like 12. Maybe younger.
Is he the same age as you?
Yes.
I'm not okay with that.
Nigga, I woke up and I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, you need to get off the bed. I was like, you need to go back to sleep. And I definitely told my mom though. And then after that, I feel like he didn't sleep over anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when niggas do that young, it only progresses.
Like, what the fuck else are you gonna do? And like, technically you're related to me, and I wake up and you're rubbing my fucking ass.
That's what happens when you have fucked up parents.
Right?
You do dumb shit like that. And it's like I said, it would have progressed. Like, imagine if your mom didn't listen to you. Like,
right?
It would have just kept
like,
getting worse.
What if like he did something and I don't have recollection of it? Because like I really woke up and this nigga was like
on your own. No.
Like his head.
Oh, was that when you were big booty Ashley?
Yes. His head was on my ass and he was rubbing it. Oh my God.
Ashley has a fit booty now, but we called her juicy. Big booty Ashley in high school because it was just big as shit.
It just didn't make sense. And I think about it now and I'm like, damn, my shit really used to jiggle.
It was big.
Like,
we called you big booty Ashley.
I'm like, what? I had ass.
You still have an ass. It's just a different ass. Right. You just transferred over. You converted the fat to muscle.
Hell yeah. I don't need no saggy booty.
That's disgusting.
Yes, I know.
That is really
But you
scary.
know what? At least I can laugh at it.
No, that's right. It's trauma that
it.
makes us laugh, unfortunately.
Because that shit is hilarious to me.
It's just crazy because, like, I listened to Miss Pat, like, almost all day on different shit because I didn't know she was, like, the podcast hoe that she had been on so many other podcasts.
I saw her I remember her on Breakfast Club because she
too.
was talking about her nipple.
Yes.
That's the reason I remember her.
Her nipple got shot off by her baby daddy who was a child molester because she was 12 when she started fucking a 20-year-old.
And that nigga never went to jail.
And he never apologized for it. He said your body and actions weren't like a 12-year-old. Your body and actions were like a grown woman.
You're gross.
Disgusting.
He was 21 and she was 12.
Disgusting.
12.
Sick. When she's oh my God. Has to be, oh man. Was this on Joe Rogan? Yes, it was. You listened to the whole one.
Yeah.
Where she had to help her uncle have sex.
Bitch, no, that wasn't on there.
Oh my God, that must have been on her podcast. It's fucking disgusting. What? She was raised by the worst people.
Yes.
Like a child having to go through that is just like, why do you think a girl is pregnant at 14? Why do you think she's having another one at 16? Because ain't nobody around her helping her. And her mom was a crackhead.
She said she used to sell drugs in front of her daughter's school.
And she had to apologize about selling crack in front of her daughter's school. She said, I'm the reason they put the signs up.
And then she said her daughter asked me, like, Mama, why you got to sell drugs in front of my school? Like, why you got to embarrass me like that? And she's like, bitch, I was here first.
She really had to apologize to her daughter later in life and be like, I was such a horrible mother to you. Like, at least she never got into drugs and alcohol. If she did that, she would never be who she is today.
Yeah, exactly. She would have probably been a crackhead.
Yeah.
Like the rest of her family.
Because her mom would make the kids light the cigarette for her.
And remember when she was talking about the dice, how her mom would have her rub the dice on her pussy and her titties. All her siblings would do it. They would rub it, like, even her brother, like, he would rub it on his balls for the mom.
That mom has 6 kids and was a crackhead. And it's funny because, like, Miss Pat does say bitch and shit to her kids, and it makes sense because her mom really only called her bitch. Like, she said her mom only called the kids bitch and hoe.
Bitch, get over here.
Yeah, that's all she. Yeah, and that's why she's like, yo, better cut the motherfucking, because she doesn't know, like, you can't talk to kids.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, like, oh my God, just her story is like horrendous.
Yeah, y'all gotta listen to her because, like, her life is horrible.
It was terrible.
Horrible. A white bitch would have killed herself.
Right. Oh, they said that on some episode I heard.
So she was like, yeah, other people would commit suicide, and me, she was like, I just laughed through my pain, like, because now the fact that I could laugh about it means that, like, I've let it go. I'm not angry about it anymore. I got through it. Yeah. All these kids she's having to take care of. Oh, but she had a uncle who got in an accident, so he became a paraplegic and, like, not a vegetable, but, like, mentally challenged after the accident. So and like the dad would buy the uncle a prostitute regularly. And would tell the little girls, help your uncle get started. So they would have to place his penis in her vagina. And it's like, why wouldn't the prostitute do that? But it was like, the prostitute was just like, I'll just get paid for being here. You have to make it happen. Yes. They had to prop up a guy's penis into someone's vagina. So you're knowing what sex is at 8 years old. And she said, we always knew what it was in because his eyes would get wide. And I was like, that is disgusting.
This is the nastiest shit I ever heard in my
laugh
life.
at the wrongest stuff.
No, that shit is terrible.
That shit's nasty.
She said his eyes
People
would get
are probably
wide.
like, what is wrong with her? Because I really be laughing at the most wrong shit.
Yes, but it's
Right.
like her interview, actually she talks about like her being on Joe Rogan. Her second time was an episode I sent you. It was her second time. It has blown up her fame so much. And then she went on this other guy who like blew her shit up a lot too. And so she gained it. So then Lee Daniels contacted her like, hey, do you want to make a show or a movie or something? Sorry, my dog is playing with a ball.
I'm like,
so
what is this nigga doing?
He's
scared
growling.
the shit out of me.
Like he about
what
to
is this demon?
bite your toes off. But yeah, now she's like doing a pilot, so it hasn't gotten picked up. But it's like you went from that girl to this girl. It's gonna get like
it'll honestly get
something will work out for her.
Yeah,
like
she's
gonna
too
get
fucking funny.
She's gonna get more deals and more deals and more. I was like, you're gonna be fine. She's gonna be rich one day. She's so fucking funny. She needs a TV show that
she
on a
said
channel.
she's shooting a show.
But she needs like a show of like her just
her
talking.
Life.
But yeah, I know, right? But
If
she
it
might
did
get
her
child
life,
abuse because she's fucking.
I mean, because like the way black parents raise their kids,
white people consider it abuse, so she might not be able to.
Because that shit is fuck.
Yeah,
it's not fucking play. We all got abused growing up. The fuck.
Yep.
Everybody knows fear if they're black. Like
right.
You know when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, the motivation to do well and to lie. That shit is funny because it really gives us motivation to lie properly.
Yeah.
Let's lie. Let me see if there's anything else that I even gave a fuck about. So people keep dying in DR. Mm-hmm. They've now claimed the 10th person to pass away. I'm like, the funny thing is I saw someone post like Damon Dash or something who throws a party in DR every year, and he's like, actually more people have died in years past. So this is the media is just telling y'all about it.
And
now.
that's okay. So somebody at work was like, do you think that DR thing is real? Like, or do you think it's just like media? I was like, I think majority of it is media because like a few years ago, the same thing was happening in Mexico. They were saying like a lot of people were dying and they were blaming it on like fake alcohol and shit. Right.
Yeah. And that's what they're blaming it on here too.
Yeah. Now they're researching alcohol again. And it's just like, well, maybe like if they are poisoning us, maybe we'll learn, like, don't treat these motherfuckers bad and then try and go vacation in their poor ass country.
Right.
Where y'all go buy the land and like that part's all developed and then everything else is shit.
Trash. Yeah. They don't give a fuck about you.
No.
It's really simple.
Yeah.
Like,
and you think these niggas gonna care about killing us? I don't think so.
When you go to a different country, you just have to pray that you'll be okay. Because once you're in their jurisdiction, like they could do like until you get to, if you can even get to the American embassy, until you get there, nigga, it's all them.
You open targets,
right?
And shit,
when
right on your back.
When we got pulled over in Mexico, I was just like, just don't take us because I need to get
going
to
no Mexican jail.
Hell no, I'm gonna get raped. They gonna take all my money and rape me in the meantime. Okay. And then there's a loophole that can completely erase your student loan debt, but you have to live out of the country for at least 20 years. And I'm like, well, that's why.
I will do that any day.
I know, 20 years.
Oh, have you seen how states are trying to pass legislation on the loan companies because they said the loans are basically predatory and they're causing people to pay back more than what they borrowed, and then they're making it damn near impossible for people to even pay back what they owe. Yep. I'm like, can we just wipe that shit? Because
I think it's gonna happen before we get old. So I actually have a lot of faith now.
And it's crazy because they were showing on the article I looked at, they were showing how parents are the ones taking on the debt for their kids in part as well, because you know how they have the Parent Plus loan. I never was granted that. My parents said no. So like the parents are taking out loans for their kids instead and their kids are taking out loans as well to pay for school. And the debt for student loans is 1.5 trillion. And there was a statistic, I can't remember, I should have sent this shit to myself, where it's like people are reaching the delinquency phase on their student loans. Like they're not even paying that shit back at all. And like realistically, I'm thinking like I'm about to pay the minimum.
Yeah, forever.
For as long as I can. Because them niggas ain't getting that money back. Yeah. Like, sorry.
I'm going to pay the minimum until I always said this, I'm going to pay the minimum until I am genuinely wealthy. Not until I'm like, niggas be, I'm rich, nigga, I got a Louis bag. No,
you're done.
When I got a Louis and Yeezys, I will be paying the minimum until I am genuinely wealthy. Because then when you're genuinely wealthy, it's no sweat off your back. You're just like, okay, let me just get rid of this real quick.
I just saw somebody post like a $72,000 check, and that check was for their student loans. They were paying off their student loans in full.
$72,000.
$72,000. I don't remember. It might have been even 78. I don't remember who it was.
But that person was successful at this point.
Yeah. And she said, she was like 3 years ago. I never thought I would be in this position. I was like, 3 years, bitch. I could do it.
Right. And it's like, just like they say, time heals everything. Time also will get you towards success. As long as you work the whole time. Yeah, you can't lay on a couch and be like, when I'm 35, I'm going to make it. Like, no, you actually have to work. And then when you're 35,
God gonna bless me.
Right.
Or God got me.
Joe Rogan was talking about how, that book called The Secret, where it's like positivity and thinking of your thoughts. And he said he met a girl. And she was like, I read The Secret and like my life is going to be so great. I'm just going to enlist all of these positive skills and I'm so happy about where my life is headed. And he said like, I think like 3 years later, he met her again, like ran into her like on accident, again. And she was all like, he said the entire energy of her had shifted. She was all like, I don't know why it's not working. Like my dad is in jail. Like I lost my car, like I didn't, and it's like, yeah, bitch, because you can't just sit around. Because was you doing anything? Yeah, nigga, you have to act. You can't just be like, I will be positive and then things good happen. No,
they even be saying that shit in church. Like you could pray about it, but you still got to get up and go do something.
You cannot pray cancer out your body. You need to go to the hospital.
Chemo. Get that motherfucking chemo. Get that radiation.
It's just funny to me, like, and like death is not funny, but when people try to pray cancer away, it's like, it just shows your level of education.
Like I told you about that lady at my job. She was like, yeah, I'm going to rely on prayer and CBD. All right, bitch.
Prayer and CBD. All right. Bitch, CBD ain't even fully government regulated yet. That bitch is probably 75% water. Fucking some THC.
These niggas is putting honey and water and diluting that shit down and calling it CBD, and y'all niggas is buying it.
I still haven't bought it yet for the reason that it's not like regulated enough for me to tell what, because they said basically on the market there's good ones, but there's also a shit ton of like bad ones, and you're just like taking a random
just
pick.
Like that tainted weed that some people were getting, like the weed laced with fentanyl and shit.
Oh, what
yeah,
during that period there was weed laced with fentanyl? Where'd this come
like
from? People
were like overdosing, like the weed was laced with fentanyl, and I remember after that Rashad and I watched this Border Patrol, and they're showing like how they bring some of the weed in and they be putting in the gas tank of cars, like with actual gas in the gas tank. They be putting the weed in there too. Yeah, but they saran wrap that bitch, so none of it gets in.
And it's like, I just want people to get out of jail for selling weed, but I'm still gonna keep buying weed from this white man that show up at my house.
I want people to get out of jail for buying weed. Selling weed. Buying and selling. But I would also like for it to be easier to sell and not just to a higher class of people. Because the fact that you need like half a meal to a meal.
That already blocks black people out. Again.
Like, who the fuck has that?
You sent black people to jail for doing it. Then you made it legal and made it for the black people couldn't afford it.
Yep. Yeah.
We see this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's like you making abortion illegal is because all these minority children are going to have these damn kids. And as soon as the baby comes out, y'all don't help the baby at all. You don't pay for shit. You don't help the mom. You don't even help her finish school. Y'all just say, don't have an abortion, but I ain't finna fucking help you.
Honestly, that shit's going to backfire on them because when I used to get food stamps, there was nothing but white bitches with mixed kids up in there getting food stamps.
Really?
On God. Damn. There was multiple, because I had to go up there multiple times because that shit sucks. Like if you don't get there before they open and in line, you're not getting food stamps.
It's the DMV.
You got to be there before they open, like a couple hours early, wait in line all motherfucking day, and you still might not get your stamps.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember they gave me my stamps too. And they did it wrong. Like, they didn't even set up the fucking password on my, like, stamp card. Oh, and I'm like, my nigga, I need food now. And you didn't set this shit up. And, like, I didn't find out till I got to the store and got embarrassed. Like, damn. First of all, I don't have money.
And then your cart was fucking full. Jesus.
And then my food stamps are getting declined.
Damn.
Food stamps? Yeah. But, like, honestly.
That's the life of being a fucking college student. I don't miss it.
No, this is after college.
Really?
Yep.
I don't miss that shit.
Like, my first year after college, I got food stamps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I had IEHP. I had government health care. That was the best health care I've ever had. My nigga.
Damn.
It was the best health care I ever had because everything was free. My prescriptions were free. Ooh. ER was free. Every single visit was free. Like, literally no copay.
Man.
Bitch, you know how healthy I was because I was going to the doctor all the fucking time?
It's like, I feel weird. Let me just walk to the hospital real quick.
I think I was getting my scheduled 2 pap smears a year because I have to get extra.
When do I need pap
Like,
smears?
so.
Me too.
Yep. So I have to get my certain ones a year, and them shits was all motherfucking free. Now, these niggas is talking about $270 fucking copay. I said, what? Huh? Excuse me?
I got asthma. You know how long it's been since I seen an inhaler?
Bitch, I got allergies. You know how long it's been since I got a new EpiPen? Bitch, I might die tomorrow. We gonna have to use all them old bitches I got.
We both out here with full blown like disease
Problems.
issues. We have, the best of the diseases, because I would take allergies and asthma attacks over fucking like cancer. But it's like our healthcare is so much like, nigga, that shit's base.
It's like, I'd rather die than pay for it.
Like, I'm gonna figure it
out.
out.
That's real sad, because it's like, man, no, I'm just gonna be careful.
I'm just
like,
gonna,
my nigga,
I'm just gonna carry Benadryl on me.
And it's like, you can't be careful cancer prevention away. Like, you have to get a pap smear.
Right.
Like, you have to get that shit.
Yeah. Oh my God. We need to work on this healthcare shit. It is fucking terrible.
Right? Just because I got a job don't mean I could pay for that shit. I got bills.
I need a company that does 10% 401k match. Fuck all y'all's 3s
8%.
and 5s in it. Nigga, I need 10. Fuck, nigga. Give me some money, ho.
And it's only up to a certain percent. They're like, yeah, only up to a certain percent will donate to you.
You know what's crazy? These supervisors and shit know how much it costs they make enough money. They know how much it costs to live in America. I mean, California.
And then they still be giving you a low ass fucking
They
salary.
be giving you some shit that'll have you at fucking food stamp line. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? Don't ever disrespect my master's degree like that.
Do you know that's why every time something has to be paid for at work, I'm like, yo, I can't pay
Who
for
paying
this.
for this?
I'm like, I can't pay for this until after we get paid, and still then I can't even pay for it.
Right.
So can somebody pay
Who's
for this?
paying for this?
Because I'm not.
Help me.
You think I'm about to wait for reimbursement from y'all bitches? Nah. Because y'all gonna take your sweet ass motherfucking time.
And I definitely don't have the time.
Did you hear about that that guy that they... Okay, so there is this guy that was found badly burned under a car in front of a house. And so they took him in to the hospital, and they had used like photo identification on a burned man to figure out who he was, because since he wasn't a criminal, they couldn't legally like fingerprint him and all that stuff, right? There's some law in like whatever state it is. So they used a photo to ID him. And so this guy's on life support, and his sisters are there, and they're like, yeah, his situation's declining. Like, he's burned on a lot of his body. Like, y'all might need to pull the plug. And so they end up pulling the plug on this man, and this man dies, right? Then, like a few days later, her brother walks in her motherfucking house, and she's like, nigga,
I knew you.
We just killed you. And he was like, I ain't did. Come to find out, the guy that they pulled the plug on was not him at all. And since they used a mugshot on a burned man, like, the ID wasn't correct, as you would assume. And so they basically made all these health decisions for like some man they didn't even know. And they were getting ready to do his
genuinely thought it was
funeral.
their sibling too.
And they were setting up for his funeral. They had bought him a casket. They had bought him a suit. And like, then the brother comes, and they're like, hold up. Who the fuck is this man?
What the fuck, dude?
I would sue. There has to be some other way to like.
All ends should
somebody.
sue. His real family should sue, and the girl should sue, because they thought
that's
their brother.
traumatizing.
They thought their brother was dead,
and they paid for some funeral arrangements.
you know they missed work.
Yes,
I need money back for all that.
Yep.
What? On both sides. And then there's other people who had a stranger make a life decision for their family member, and they had no idea this nigga had been dead.
Can you imagine how they feel?
They just woke up, and then to have, first of all, they find out he's dead first, and then they find out what happened.
That somebody else was like, yeah, pull that shit.
I'd be infuriated. Like, the family of the person who died would make way more money, but it's like both sides deserve money. Don't ever make me think somebody's dead.
Yes.
Woo, that's crazy. Oh yeah, and then we heard about Portia Williams. Dennis cheating on her, but it was like the whole time I was watching him, I was like, well, yeah, he's gonna cheat.
I didn't know what he looked like. I was like, oh, he kind of cute.
He alright.
I didn't know he was like attractive.
He got hella money off of hot dogs.
Bitch, he hella cute.
Got it. I'm like, yes.
I'm like, let me look at him.
Yeah, that's why she liked it. She's like, okay, yeah, what? Got the big ass wedding ring. Like, whew.
It's like, girl, it's not necessary.
I don't like those rings.
Me either.
Even if my nigga's rich, don't give me that.
Like, please chill.
Don't give me that.
Chill.
First, I'm not trying to be an attraction of robbery.
Hell no.
But second of all, how the fuck is that comfortable?
On my finger. It's not.
Because face.
Your ring is gonna twist.
Yeah.
No matter what. So imagine a big ass rock twisting between your fingers.
And then if you brush your hand like that, you'll get a mild, like a little scratch. If you a big ass rock, you will scratch. If you imagine hitting your fucking eye with that. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh my God, no. But he cheated with someone from WAGs. WAGs seemed like a bunch of hoes.
I don't even know what WAGs is.
I watched a couple episodes and I was like, oh my God, it's another fucking stupid ass Real Housewives.
We good.
Yeah, wives and girlfriends that are all being cheated on.
All right, so they all girlfriends. Cool.
All y'all been cheated on.
Cool.
It's so stupid.
Y'all all side bitches.
Right. Side bitches gone to main bitches or girlfriends that got cheated on the whole time that are now wives. That's all it really is.
Bitch, leave.
Or girls just trying to get famous.
That too.
They all have plastic surgery, obviously.
Okay.
And even all the sports people are damn near all black. There's only like 2 black girlfriends and wives. The rest are other races because, you know.
Last thing before we go to commercial. This bitch, okay, Megan. This bitch, Heather Saunders, she had posted this picture. And I remember I looked at the picture. I was like, ooh, her booty look weird. Like, did she get surgery? And I was like, did she get surgery? So somebody like posted a comment like, oh my God, did you get surgery? And she was like, yeah, I did. It's on my YouTube channel. Make sure you watch and subscribe. I said, bitch, wow.
She got surgery on what?
I remember now that I saw it on her Instagram. She had posted like a teaser to her YouTube video, but she did stomach something and then booty something.
She's like big. She just struggles losing weight because she keep having kids.
No, she was great. Always thick though. Remember, she was always thick.
No, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, but then she got pregnant.
Yeah, and
then now she got back thick. It's like, bitch, just work out.
She looks great.
Or you gonna end up swollen like Cardi B. Like, did you see how swollen her feet were?
I didn't see the picture. I just heard about it. Where did you see?
Oh my God!
Because there was a doctor that was like, she needs to see a doctor immediately. But I think she had already seen a doctor. The bitch kept working. Girl, plan your plastic surgery next year. Plan it whenever your plans stop.
Right.
And give it yourself a block of you can't work. Like,
look.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah, bitch. Like, whenever this shit load, like
1 week ago.
Yes.
But she stayed posting pictures. She just stopped posting around the fucking time that.
You know, they be having like the stockpile of them.
What the fuck?
Where'd they go? Oh, look.
The hustle on my feet every time I make a plane. Take a plane. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And this is just from getting on a plane.
That's
scary.
Yeah, Dr. Dubrow, who's from the Real Housewives, who got his own show, the plastic surgery show, Botched. He's from Botched. He said that like it means that she's missing circulation somewhere. So it's like her circulation is being cut off. And he was like, she needs to go see a doctor. And so, but assuming that she probably already did see a doctor because she's not that dumb, I think someone in her team would be like, we need to go to the doctor.
We can't have our moneymaker die.
Right.
You know, that's what they thinking. Like, oh, we ain't gonna get a check if this bitch died.
Right. She's the one keeping them employed. Like, I mean, at the same time, they can probably get jobs from whoever now. But, you know, she's their cash cow too. But yeah, I'm like, she's missing circulation. It's oof. That's nasty. Go look at that, y'all. Yeah. Oh, quick thing, because you said, all right, Meg Thee Stallion, because she was in her cute suit. The XXL freshman cover has Meg Thee Stallion, Blueface. Yeah, I was like, Blueface. Ugh.
Fuck him.
DaBaby deserves it. Gunna deserves it.
Okay.
I don't know who Lil Mosey is. Tierra Whack.
Who that?
I don't know who she is.
Tierra Whack.
Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty, which I know she's famous.
She's been getting popping, but she weird.
YBN Corday. I've heard of him, but I don't really know who this nigga is.
I like the name Corday.
Oh, YK Osiris. That was the nigga who was like, I would give you the world, baby, yeah. I think. Roddy Ricch, I don't know. And then Comethazine.
What?
What the fuck? Who are y'all, man?
What?
But I'm just really here for Meg Thee
Comethazine.
Comethazine, okay.
Comethazine, bitch.
Comethazine. Okay, I see.
I think that's his name.
That sounds much more correct. But yeah,
His
shout
name
out
of
to Meg.
medication.
Shout out to DaBaby too.
Megan. I love her.
I haven't downloaded her music. I need to download it.
She's the best freestyler ever.
DaBaby has a really fucking good album. I was really in there like, I think got a DM from your best friend. Good time for commercial break?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? Interrupting the conversation real quick to bring you a Black Business of the Week. This week, we have Slutty Vegan ATL. So this is a 100% plant-based burger joint. You can find them on Instagram at Slutty Vegan ATL, all one word. Or you can visit them at their location, which is 1542 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. That is a mouthful.
Right.
So this is a 100% plant-based burger joint, and they have a job fair going on.
Awesome.
Oh, that was today. Sorry.
Okay.
And then they have a tour going on as well. It's called the Secret and the Sauce Tour. They have tickets available on their website, and this is the ultimate it's going to help you create the ultimate recipe for success.
Yes.
And it's hosted by Erica Barnett, celeb, chef, and author, and Pinky Cole, CEO and founder of Slutty Vegan ATL. Oh, and they also have locations. Oh, well, they'll be going to Chicago, Charlotte, Atlanta, Los Angeles, NYC, Dallas, New Orleans, Houston, DC, and Philly.
Yeah.
And so this is a plant-based burger joint. When I'm looking on the website, the line is around the motherfucking corner. And they're Black in Atlanta. I know that shit's fire.
Yeah.
I don't even need to taste it. I know that shit's fire.
When we went to Atlanta, everything was fire.
Fire.
We knew it would be terrible for our health if we ate like that on a frequent basis.
Yes.
And I'm going to be in Atlanta in 2 weeks, so I'm going to try to make it a Slutty Vegan so I can actually try this shit
Ooh,
out.
it look good. Look at it. That looks like a real motherfucking burger.
What?
That's not vegan.
Fuck out of here.
This is why I love Black people, and this is why I love the way Black people could cook, because that ain't no vegan burger.
I'm getting a double burger. Fuck
that ain't
everything.
No, nigga.
Fuck the bullshit.
Please tell me what it tastes like, Nina.
Can you share that on my page?
Yes, I can.
Bitch.
And so you can find the Slutty Vegan on Instagram at Slutty Vegan ATL, or you can visit them like Nina's gonna do and tell me about it at 1542 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Please check them out. Please let me know what it tastes like. So when I go back to Atlanta, I know I'm gonna get into a piece of heaven.
Right.
All right. So back to the regularly scheduled program.
Peace. Hey guys, so we're back, and for our educational topic this week, I decided, like, why don't we just talk about something that me and Ashley are actually going through. I mean, you're going to start going through it as soon as you graduate, because she's doing computer science, and she graduates in like 2 seconds. And then it's like, I've graduated
like a week and some change.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you graduate in an hour.
More like 20 minutes.
Right. It's like, go. Just graduate now. But and then it's like, I graduated like, I think like 8 or 10 months ago, whenever August was. 10 months ago.
Can't tell you.
And so I've been working, but I've also been interviewing to get like the dream job, the actual like goal job. Right now I'm just doing entry level shit to just have it on my resume, because they're like, bitch, you ain't got shit finance on your resume. Here? Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, interview tips. And before the interview that I had this week, I would obviously always research the company and do stuff like that. So I did a lot of extensive research. So I'm just gonna go quickly through the steps of what I did, and then like and this is all stuff I researched to do and then proceeded to do. Plus it's some stuff I've already known because I've been interviewing. I've already known. Because I've been interviewing for a fucking decade at this point. It was like Zoomies was my first interview.
Oh my God, we have been like a whole decade.
Yeah.
Because we started working like 15 and a half, 16.
Mm-hmm. It's been over a decade since we
God.
got our first job. And so we've been doing this. So we've seen what's really trash and what's good. And so, okay, step 1, research the company. I'm like, that should be
They say that on like every job posting website. You should know this.
That's a fundamental. Like, don't walk in there not knowing shit about the company.
What job interview you going to?
Yeah. And the website makes it easy. There's always an about us. You read that shit. And then one thing that people might have just started doing, go on Glassdoor, look up your company, and look up reviews.
And average salary.
So
you know they ain't trying to play you.
Yeah, so you know what they're offering. A good question that whenever they ask what compensation I'm looking for, I always counter question with, what's your budget?
Saying it seemed too pricey, and if they say something too low, you pack up your shit and you leave.
Sometimes it'll be like, it's based on experience, and I'm like, well, I'm still gonna ask for an offer of a nigga who been there for 7 years, so fuck your fucking experience.
Like, I got bills,
right? I always say for
dreams.
You know what I always say every time? I say for the cost of living in California. You can never dispute that.
Yep.
You can never. And then if a job's in LA, it's like, don't play me. LA's dummy expensive to live in. So get it together. But yeah, so research the company so that when they ask you, have you heard about this company, or what's your connection to this company? You can say, I don't have a connection to this company, but I like about this company, blah, 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 blah. And that's how you do it.
Yep.
It's very simple. And then for the position that you're working for, so if it's not just actually I was gonna say, if it's not a basic position, you don't need to look it up, but you can look up.
I would look up everything,
because even sales associate, you can learn things that you should be doing in your interview. Like even if you just wanted to be a cashier, like there's shit because money handling, you need to find reasons why you can be trusted with money.
Yes,
like stuff like that.
On top of not having a criminal record,
right? That's fundamental, because I'm sorry, people with federal crimes on their record, it's really hard for them to get a job.
Sadly.
Yeah. So look up all the skills. Like I looked up, what should you know at a financial analyst interview? And when that shit popped up, I said, oh, fuck.
And they have, did they have practice quizzes for you? Because I know for me, they had practice interview quizzes. Like, because like for computer science, you're probably going to have to code something. So like they have the practice tests that they usually do. There
was one question where I was like, shit, where they were like, would it be more beneficial to raise your customer base by 1% or raise your price by 1%? And I was like, huh? And then the explanation was basically saying, like, you know what inelastic demand and elastic demand is? Basically, things like cigarettes, people will always buy cigarettes. So it's inelastic. You don't need to change the inelastic. Fuck, am I reversing it in my fucking head? Everyone's always going to buy cigarettes. So when it's inelastic, the demand will always be there. It's not going to waver. Okay. And so you can change the price of cigarettes.
And you can still gonna buy that shit.
Still gonna buy that shit because
they'll just complain.
Demand does not waver. Right. They're just
addicted.
And then go buy it. And then something that's like inelastic, like a luxury, like let's say
perfume.
Inelastic. So if
I guess, well, I don't know, that shit always be expensive.
It's like, that is a luxury though.
It is.
Not everyone buys. Yeah, like people buy it, but not as often. So it's
massages.
So if you raise the prices of those, the demand will drop because people are like, I don't need this shit.
I might.
So you need to increase your consumer base because you need more people to be looking at this item to purchase it. So I saw that question and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, so that one like is like a conditional answer. Then it's like, well, it depends on what your product is.
Yep.
And then you be like, so with and you could just like say all the skills you have.
And that's why they say to learn every term and facet, because they'll give you questions that are really personal opinion. Like one was all like, oh, what's your favorite way to evaluate the company's profit? And it was like, I was like, well, I like free cash flow and like debt to equity ratio, even though there's like price equity ratio, price to equity growth ratio, book value. Like I know, I was like, what the fuck is it? All these things.
I can't help you.
It was so technical. I had to make flashcards, and it wasn't a lot. It was like 20 flashcards. Like, cause I was like, oh my God.
That reminds me of applying for this job. Like, I was literally like writing notes. I looked at like my old neuroscience books. Like, I was looking at my old physics shit. And I was just like, I really thought I never was gonna use this.
Yeah, you use it, and you have to remember in the interview, and it's like, nigga, I stopped looking at it when I graduated,
and it depleted my memory.
Right? Yeah.
Like, it was
shit is gone. So that's very important. Like as we just showed you, like you do need to research this stuff, because they'll ask you a question, and you're like, you can't just be like, oh, I don't remember that. And then imagine if it's a basic concept, they're gonna be like, oh, you don't know this basic
remember
shit?
that?
Okay, we cool.
Next.
And
Thank
then
you. Next.
Study, and then get a good night's sleep. I kind of
study your resume.
Right, study your resume.
Yeah, I feel like
too.
that's something people don't do. Like study your resume so that you like, because if you lying, like,
oh my God,
like, or embellishing, you need to know what that embellishment is. Like, you don't want them to catch you up. Like, so you did this, and you're like, no.
Or they're like, explain it to me, and you're like, fuck, all I wrote is that I did it. I really don't know how to explain the experiment that I ran. You know, like stuff like that. That's very true. You do need to read over your resume. Also, make copies of your resume and bring it to the interview, because the funny thing is I made like 8 copies because I had 4 interviews, assuming that there's a possibility that a second person will be there.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you have to think like, I only used one. out of 8. But my thing was, if you have 4 interviews and it's with one person, they might bring someone
I have
else.
a question though. When do you hand them a resume? When you first
As soon as they get it.
Because you know you be having that resume paper. I remember I had some really nice paper and I went to an interview and I handed it to them. They were like, ooh, the paper. It was these 2 fucking douchebags. I'm glad I didn't get that job. They were fucking douches. Yeah, they had like their own medical practice and they were looking for a medical scribe. This was like back when I was about to graduate, and so I was looking for jobs. They were assholes. They made me cry.
Oh my God.
I literally like almost cried in the interview. They were just, you know, like you don't work in the operating room, so it's like the way that they talk to you, like when you say something wrong in there, is like very demeaning sometimes. And like if you aren't used to it yet, you're gonna be like, but
like damn.
And then they'll just like, but and you're just like, well, but and then you're just like, okay, so I can't answer this,
right? Like
so like sometimes I'll be like, listen, like at work now, I just be like, listen, and then like somebody tried me today. I was like, well, we could do it again if you don't believe me. And guess what? We did it again. Guess who the fuck was right?
Right,
me.
Yeah.
And I sat there, and he said, all right, we could do it again. I was like, nigga, I don't fucking care.
This is the thing. If another motherfucker disrespect me, I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Nigga, it's work. It stays here. And I'm about to fucking leave. I can give a fuck about what you think.
I'm a millennial. It's whatever. Like, it's really whatever.
Because I really be like eyeing people. Like, I don't know, like sometimes like this one girl, she was being like, this one nurse was being rude to me one time. She's like, yeah, the patient's in the room. And I was like, okay. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'll get in there when I get in there, nigga.
Thanks. This one girl at work, first of all, part of our job is to help each other. Oh, I got so irritated at work. I forgot this happened. And I was busy. Everyone else wasn't. I was like, that's cool. I'm taking all your money. Cool. And everybody was standing in the little bar area talking. Even the GM was there at one point. It was so many people where it should be like 4 people. It was like 9, 10.
Nigga, what is y'all doing?
Chatting, and only 2 people were working in there. And then I asked someone, I was like, oh, can you da-da-da-da-da? Oh, y'all standing around. This nigga said, I said, all right, everyone who ain't doing nothing, how about all y'all leave? Let's all get out. Because I need help, but y'all ain't helping. Everyone go. Like, I really said that, and then it, like, cleared out. And then my friend, like, Cora, she's like, Nida, what do you need? What do you need? And what do you need? And I was like, because I help her, too, and she's struggling. So she's like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. What do you need? And I was just like, okay. Girl. And I was like, girl, I'm sorry, but these niggas is just standing around, and I need motherfucking help. Yes. Like, go do your fucking job. That's
why the second time I was working at Hollister, I just never went back one day. Like, I had a shift, and they was trying to write me up for not showing up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, so I'm getting a write-up because the schedule is wrong, and I had no way of knowing the schedule was wrong. I was like, all right, bet. I ain't coming back to that bitch.
I realized I did the exact same thing because I moved locations because I started going to Cal State Fullerton, and it was all fucking white people. And I was like,
teenagers, too. Then when the store was closed, they was just fucking standing there. And I was like, oh, I remember one day I was on call, and I was like, so do I have to stay the whole time? And the girl, she was a bitch. She didn't like me. She was like, what does your schedule say? I was like, it says midnight. She was like, okay, so then midnight. And I was like, I went back. I wasn't folding shit.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Y'all better.
Because you sitting in the back. You ain't even watching me. Fuck you.
One of my tables, I was busy the same day. This one of the guys, he would come down to the bar and just be like, oh, can you fill it with Coke? Whoever was standing there, which is like, fine. You should be willing to help because whenever I see any of y'all raggedy ass customers up in my fucking area, I'm like, do you need something? And they say yes, and I get it, and I'm like, cool, I helped.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with it. One girl gonna be like, oh, he's come down here twice to get a Coke, and I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, plus every time I was at him, his Coke was full, so I was like, this nigga is chugging and then just walking down. And so I was like, okay, cool, that's crazy. He's drinking a lot of Coke. And she was like, well, I'm just telling you because he shouldn't be coming down here this much. I said, oh. Turned around. I really was like, oh, you one of them raggedy ass bitches. I ain't finna cuss nobody else out today. No. So I really said, oh, okay. And went back to what I was doing because I was like, y'all be trying it at work. And
I've really learned to like stop replying to people.
And this is like, people who be fucking up themselves.
Yeah, and like, cause sometimes it's just not beneficial.
It's
like,
not worth it.
I'm not about to like, cause at work this will help you like to avoid conflict and shit. Just stop replying. Just don't reply,
nigga.
Don't give no energy to it, and then they ain't got shit to say. Can't do shit.
It always goes south when you try to talk back. It always just goes where it don't need to go. So I really do. So I think I've only been speaking up because now I have 3 jobs. So it's 3 times the amount of people getting on my fucking nerves. So now it's like, now at the bank, when I walk past people, I notice I've been doing this. And I'm like, I'm just tired. I'll like walk past them, hi. And as soon as I pass them, I'll just roll my eyes. And I'm just like, I'm sick of everything. Like, I just want to be left alone. Like, and then my dog moved in, so I just ain't alone no more. That nigga just be staring at me. I'm like, nigga, stop fucking looking at me.
He right here looking.
Dude, I know, right? Looking for some bullshit to get into. Probably fucked something up while we was taping. I know we're talking about job applications, but hey.
Whatever.
This is also. Wait, no, I didn't finish.
Fuck these niggas. They don't care about working. I'm just kidding. Turned into Miss Pat.
Oh, but I mean, no, that was basically like fundamental stuff. Like, learn the stuff for the interview. Come in with a real genuine personality. First of all, don't come in looking disheveled. If you wear makeup, don't wear excessive makeup. Make sure that you have like a nice suit. If you don't have money, hair. You should have one suit, and you should always do your fucking hair before an interview.
Even if you're wearing it natural, do your hair.
Even if you have nappy hair, you better pull that shit back and do something. Don't have it looking crazy.
Edges.
Mind you, for most interviews, right? If that shit's natural like this,
it's natural.
And it ain't happening.
They better love you for who you are.
Right. I am not my hair. I am not the skin. But on top of that, see, when you get into the interview, like, part of me is like, that's on you. Because
I can't help you.
I can't help you learn how to speak English over this podcast.
Just be professional.
You need to go on YouTube, and if you're not good at speaking, you need to go on YouTube. Everything's online at this point.
Yeah.
How to talk in an interview, because I can't tell you how to have charisma. You have to learn how to have charisma.
But you also can't help niggas read.
Yeah, I can't help you in that facet. You have to research, and that is part of it. If you don't know how to do some certain thing, research how to do it. Don't walk in an interview like, yeah, so at my last job I did like, I mean, it was cool because
So, boom.
All right, so boom, at my job.
Don't be clapping in your interview.
This one guy was making me mad.
Unless you're working, like, I feel like certain industries, like, we're talking about, like professional, like, more so, like, not professional jobs. All jobs are professional. Okay, I guess. Yeah.
Fuck McDonald's. That shit ain't professional. We're talking about professional jobs.
Yeah, but if even have like a more lax job and you know like what you could get away with, like at that interview, like maybe like if it's like a media job, you ain't got to be the same as if you went to an office interview.
Yeah, I mean it's like you still have to come in with a suit and tie or whatever, but you can be a different level of polish.
Unless
like,
you're going to Weed Maps.
Right. It's like, but I even think there you need to be polished.
They said it's not required.
At your interview?
Yeah.
You can come in some jeans?
They said come as you are.
Oof. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Because I remember Rashad, they said he was overdressed for that one interview he went to. It was like for,
wow.
It was for a weed company.
I said he was overdressed.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you're a little bit, you know, like overdressed. Because he wore like a suit and tie and shit. And I'm like, but it's an interview.
What the fuck? This is how I came how I was. Like, This is how I am. I like this suit
like,
shit.
What if I dress like this?
There's certain suits that I like to put on. So it's like, if I'm going to put this shit on. But even at the place that I interviewed at, you don't dress up to work. You wear jeans and sneakers. But it's like, if I know I'm having a meeting with someone important that day, I will come to work in a suit that day. Like,
I'm gonna look polished.
Yeah, I'm gonna look polished. I'm gonna beat all y'all out when it comes to looking polished. I can't wait till I'm balling so I can just buy a whole bunch of suits. But yeah, learn how to talk during your interview. Make sure you do your research so when they ask you questions, you can really bounce back. And then lastly, and when you leave, firm handshake. Don't give me that little fish shit. Give a firm, solid. I was proud of my shake. When I shake the director, I was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, bitch, that was it. Like, you did that. That was a good shake. But yeah, and then send thank you letters to everyone you spoke to, or if you spoke to them as a group, you could send it as a group too. But it depends on how your interviews, because it varies depending on how they interview. Companies be doing 1 interview, 5 interviews, like it's just all over the place. So make sure you send a professional thank you letter. You can also look that up online. So these are just steps to get the job you want, and make sure if you get a job offer, a salary contract, that you negotiate that contract. Always let them know that you're open to negotiate, but give them a high value so you can kind of meet in the middle. And if they try to bail on you because the number's too high, be like, no, I'm still interested, so you don't lose them. Because some people really be like, okay, nah, we're good. And it's like, wait, bro.
And like, well, based on a performance basis and this amount of time, if I can I get that?
Right. So, that also makes, and look that up online, how to negotiate your contract, who to talk to and stuff like that. And then make that good impression at work. I know we're millennials, so we want to be rich like right now, but everyone that I know that's older, it not only says like you just have to, work and take time, but they're all like, you're going to get there. Like none of them have a doubt.
Take too long.
That will get there. Yeah. We just want shit now. And so you will get there as long as you work for it. And it's a good time for a look at God.
Look at God.
Do you have one?
It's my birthday almost.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I completely fucking forgot. Don't know what I'm doing.
Cancer season starts tomorrow.
Right.
Hey.
And then I graduate in 2 weeks.
I mean, it'll be cancer season by the time this drops.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because it's not right now.
Right. And then
and then my engagement party coming up.
Yay! Engagement party. Hey.
Damn.
Hey.
And this surgeon I work with today tried to act like he be noticing shit. Because I was talking to them because they have like a billboard. And I was like, oh, yeah, I saw your billboard. And he was like, oh, yeah, you did. And like I was talking and whatever. And he was like, is that ring new? I was like, yep, show the fuck is, nigga.
Daddy put it on me. Fuck, I can't even think of a look at God. Not that bad shit has happened at all. I mean,
you found a new podcast. That's
oh
something.
my God, yeah, I found a new podcast. That shit is funny as hell. But I've listened to all the episodes because she just started. She just started. She only has 10 episodes.
I was gonna say I'm gonna listen on my way home. I'm not.
She only has 10 episodes, and every episode's only 30 minutes. That's how easy it is to go through it during an 8-hour shift. No. Yeah. So I was laughing my entire shift.
Oh no.
Like I'm sure people thought I was crying because I was like, you want to like just get the little out, but then she says something on top of it, so you're like just busting out at your fucking desk. I was crying at my desk. I had to pause at one point because I was laughing way too hard, and it wasn't stopping anytime soon. So Miss Pat, she's dope. Everyone needs to get on her. She deserves all the followers she's getting.
You had interviews.
I had interviews. I mean, that's a look at God just because I got interviews. I got offered an interview. I got offered a small like side job like yesterday, which is nice. So it's like I was already planning on doing that when school starts back up as a substitute teacher. But now I have a district that's way closer to where I live, so I don't have to drive as far. And then I had an interview for a really cool company earlier this week. And then today I set an interview for an all right company next week. And so we're working. Bitch is tired. Yeah. That's fine.
It's been a long day.
That's fine.
I need to lay the fuck down.
Shit. I think I'm gonna hit the lottery one day. We gonna be straight. The mega was at 55 million. I said, nigga, give me a ticket. Fuck it. Fuck it.
That shit been going up.
It don't need to be. Yeah.
It just keeps reloading. I'm like, when am I ever gonna get a chance?
I'm like, you don't even need to be at 408 million, nigga. I'll take 55. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Invest that and double up.
Nigga, I'll take 1 million, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Have all of my debt cleared.
Oh, hell yeah.
All of my shit cleared and money to blow.
Yep.
I'd buy a business. I'd franchise a business so fast. Like
Chick-fil-A.
Fast. I'd quit. I'd work for like 2 more weeks so no one could tell I won. Quit all my jobs and then open. Oh my God, Chick-fil-A. I'm like, Lord Jesus.
And since they already know I'm quitting, I'm like, yeah, it just came early. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't know what to tell you.
Oh my God, that would be so amazing. And then just travel the world and don't go to DR. I'm gonna wait till that shit clears up.
I mean, I feel like you'll be fine if you're rich.
I know. I'm just not gonna drink none of their shit. It's something in their stomach. But the thing is, they're having heart attacks. They're having heart attacks and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck?
And okay, so that black couple, they said the doctor said the lady died from shock of seeing her partner dead. Ooh. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I would die too.
Yeah.
Like you walk in and you see a significant other dead, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Probably gonna die.
I'm definitely passing out at the least. I'm not gonna be there for a little bit at least.
Right. Falling hit your head.
Yeah, right. Bang your head hard. Doo-doo. And the movies on their way down, they hit that shit hard. That's fucked up. This is not funny.
It's not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny.
Okay, great. Just so you guys know, you can find us on Apple Podcasts. Just search Young and Gettin Podcast. There's no G at the end of Gettin. Please subscribe, rate, and review. We're also on SoundCloud.com/YAGIP. Please follow and comment on there. We're also on YouTube.com/YouTube.com. Search Young and Gettin It Podcast with
YouTube
no
don't
G at the end of Gettin. You're going to watch this Breakfast Club style. And subscribe to the notifications, the little bell. On, so you know when we drop, because we drop our videos at different times because niggas is busy. But you know, you might as well watch us now because when we blow up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? We won't be able to reply to comments and shit like we do now. You know what I'm saying? You know, we on GooglePlay, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Spotify. We're on your podcasting platform. Whatever that one is, we're on it. Whatever that shit is on your motherfucking phone, we're fucking on it.
You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at YAGI_podcast. I can't stand this bitch. You can also find us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/YAGIPOD. I don't know the last time that shit was updated. Fuck. You can also find us. You can find us on our website, www. Stop playing with that shit.
I just think it's really funny because it's like, we're not 100% awake.
No. I'm delirious.
It's really fucked up. I started slurring. I said, oh, shit.
I was digging in my armpit and didn't realize. Like, damn, nigga.
We don't care no more.
Yeah. So go to our fucking website, which is www.weareyagip.com.
Yes.
And then if you want to talk to us or whatever, hit us up on our email, Ashleyandninapod@gmail.com.
Bloop.
Or text us or call us on our Google Voice as long as you're not that prisoner, which is 323-486-3811. And for that prisoner, I'm going to pray for you because it sounds like you trying to reach somebody real bad. Right. I don't understand why you're not getting the point that this ain't it.
They ain't picking up.
This ain't it.
Yeah. And they ain't calling you. Well, they can't call you. Oh, shit.
Yes, I'd like to speak to inmate. Unless you're the lawyer, you can't.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know if your lawyer could call you.
I think you have to call your fucking lawyer.
And then they come see you.
Because this nigga got granted clemency, but the lawyer was waiting for a letter to come in. And, I guess she told him, when to call her. Because the letter came in and she was like, yes, he got clemency. And then, they're just, celebrating. Her phone goes off. She's like, okay, it's him. And I'm like, damn, he has to call you to find out if he got granted clemency. Damn. She can't even call you and be like, oh.
Nigga, good news.
She had it on. He had a clock. He just was like, when it hits 4:30, she said, call. Okay, let me call. Yeah, that nigga was somebody died, but he really didn't do anything.
Wait. Real quick, did you see those? That sent you that the prisoners are on FaceTime in jail.
Y'all gonna go to jail? It's like, nigga,
bitch, we already in
jail, nigga.
Oh God,
they got hella cell phones in prison.
Yep.
I remember. Did I ever tell? I told you the story. Have I ever told it on here? Where back when I used to use dating apps, this is 3 years ago. There was one nigga, and I was like, this nigga's dressed like he's in fucking prison. And then so I told him I wasn't gonna give him my phone number, so I said, give me your phone number, I'll call you blocked so you won't have my number or whatever. And this nigga picked up and he was like,
you did.
He was like, hello. Yeah, this is me. I said, are you whispering?
Nigga.
He's like, yeah, I can't be loud. I was like, what? I said, are you really in prison? He was like, oh yeah.
How we don't have a relationship?
Y'all got hella, and then just randomly had to click at one point because somebody was walking by.
Bitch, no.
Yeah, and he was telling me about how, oh my God, yeah, he was in on a murder thing. Did he kill somebody? He said he was.
That's probably who calling us now.
Right,
bitch.
He found me. Fuck. But
he probably Googled your ass.
It was fucked up because he'd been in prison since he was 17. He was 29.
Bitch, that's that nigga you watched the show on.
I know, right?
You was talking to him.
I was talking to his fucking ass. He was over here. Not over here, but back where we live, he was, what the fuck? There's one small prison, in our area.
The one by the mall.
Yeah. I think it was that one.
I don't know what it's called.
Right off the freeway, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. He was at that one.
Because you be seeing the prisoners walk down the street, after they get out.
Oh, my God.
Because they can't stay on the grounds.
Yeah. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yep. And because if you stay on the grounds, for a certain period of time, they'll arrest you again.
I would hate to live over there, to have prisoners just walking out.
We used to pick up my brother. He would go to jail. We would go pick him up, and they would always take his braids out.
He said, I remember him telling me, there's people in here that aren't about to get out anytime soon who deserve to not be in jail. And he said there's people who are about to get out that need to stay in jail. Right. And I was like, that is horrifying. Okay.
This is America.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, we were sending off the show, weren't we?
Whatever. Bye, nigga.
Oh yeah. Our phone number. That's where this came from.
use that shit. 323-486-3811.
Follow us.
Bye.